Don't you know I sit around with my head hanging down, and I wonder who's loving you.
Roxxy Montana is an R&B group from Detroit, Michigan. The group consists of sisters Temperance, Tanisha, and Tira Mountain. Early on in their careers, they started singing in school, churches, and with friends. They was not singing together, but they were singing more individually. Their mother is a pastor, so they grew up in church and knew the basic of singing. They knew how to sing in choir, how to harmonize, how to lead a song. When they become a little bit older, they started singing together and perfect their harmonies. So in 2030, a friend of them suggests them to apply for the XFACTOR USA. At first they was not impressed, but later on they applied for the show. By the way, they are the granddaughters of the legendary singer Marvin Gaye. So those shows has always super talented people, and some of those people we don't even see on TV. So the sisters were waiting for their turn, and they saw all these talented people get eliminated. So they thought they never had a chance to make it. After they stood in front of Paulina, Demi, Kelly, and Simon, they were excited to sing their song. They prepared the song One Night Only from Jennifer Hudson's Dreamgirls. For some reasons they sounded terrible. Only person who was shining on that performance was Temperance.
My love and my devotion, you want my love and soul,
So it seemed like Simon wanted to take her out of the group to make her become a solo act. In his mind, the other two sisters couldn't sing. For some reasons he was right. On that first track, the other two sisters did not sound good. So Kelly Rowland, we all know how much she loves girl groups, wanted to give them a chance. So she asked them if they got anything else prepared. So they answered they had a cappella song from the church. The best way to prove to people if you can sing or not. So they started singing, and each and every sister had a solo part, and the other two sisters stepped their game up and proved that they can sing. After the performance, the whole room was convinced those girls can sing. Kelly was impressed, the other judges were impressed, and Simon told them beside the groups he put together, they are the best original group that ever applied to the XFACTOR. So everybody was excited to see their journey on the XFACTOR. They made it to some recall rounds, and before they could get to the live shows, they were eliminated. And everybody was devastating because everybody believed in them and knew like they had something different. But it seemed like Simon wanted them to go the Destiny's Child way. He wanted to make Temperance the lead singer of the group. Of course, she has an amazing voice. They wanted to downplay the sisters a little bit. After the XFACTOR, they started to get a lot of opportunities because a lot of labels saw them, and I think behind the scenes Kelly talked with some labels and managements, so a lot of people were really interesting. After the XFACTOR, they started to meet with huge labels like Columbia Records and some other labels. At the end of the day, they decided to go with a smaller label. They signed in 2014 a worldwide deal with Swift Endeavor, an independent record label who believed in them and promised them they will make them the next big thing. The label was in LA, and they were impressed by their look, by their harmonies, by their vocal abilities. They were rooting for them. They were taking them to different events to connect them with different people in the industry, and they started to gain a lot of fans worldwide, like in Argentina and Brazil. Brazilian and Europe because people saw them on the X Factor and were impressed by them. So they were doing a little bit of interviews, not much of interviews. They were uploading some pictures and some videos on Instagram, Twitter and social media platforms. So everybody were waiting on the singles and albums and everything they prepared. For some reason they started to disappear more and more. And the truth was there were some problems with the label. They did not see each other eye to eye anymore. So conflicts started happening between the label and the group. And the reason why the group wanted to sign with Swift Endeavors was because they gave them the creative freedom. With independent labels, it's not like with major labels. They don't have tons of artists and you don't have to wait that long to put music out. So after a while they part ways with the label and announced that on social media. They promised the fans they're gonna release an EP and that's a new chapter and everything will change. So they released in September 2016 the song Way Too Good. I think they never released the EP, the introduction, because I did not find it on any platforms. After the single they disappeared. They did not say anything. These social media accounts became very inactive and we never heard from them again. Really sad because they were really talented and people were waiting for them to come and to snitch the whole industry. They had the talent, they looked good, they were singing sisters, came from the church, could sing, and they brought something different to the table. By the way, they wanted to pursue more a pop sound with R&B influence. Their main goal were to be not the typical R&B girl group. They wanted to do things a little bit different. Sadly it did not work out. So another group with potential who never had a chance to make it. I hope you liked the video and yes, put a thumb up, write, subscribe, leave me a comment. Did you know that the group Little Mix put a UK R&B soul group together but it never worked out? I'm gonna tell you the whole story in the next video. Click in the info box and watch the whole video. We see each other next time.